Web applications testing using Tosca. Real-time scenario-based web applications testing using Tosca interview questions and answers. Question 1. How do you create a Tosca test case for a web application? Answer. To create a Tosca test case for a web application. A. Open Tosca Commander. B. Scan the application using Tosca XScan to create modules, technical objects. C. Drag and drop the required modules into a test case folder. D. Fill in the test step values with actual test data. E. Use test case design for parameterization and data-driven testing. F. Link your test case to execution lists for execution. Question 2. What are Tosca modules and how are they created? Answer. Modules in Tosca represent UI elements, example buttons, text boxes, and are reused across test cases. A. Created using Tosca XScan, which scans the AUT application under test. B. Each module contains controls like input field, button, combo box, etc. C. Best practice. Clean up unused controls and set identifications properly. Example automation ID, name, etc. Question 3. What strategies do you use to maintain test scripts when UI changes frequently? Answer. A. Use dynamic and resilient identification methods, example automation ID, HTML. Attributes. B. Implement modular test cases for reusability. C. Maintain centralized modules and custom controls. D. Leverage buffering and business components for maintainability. E. Keep frequent regression checks and module rescans in sync with development. Question 4. How do you handle dynamic elements in Tosca? Answer. Use wildcard characters like asterisk or question mark in property values, example dynamic IDs. A. Prefer anchor-based identification or neighbor element strategy. B. Use XPath or CSS selectors if the standard identification fails, via C. Tosca's steering parameter identify by. D. Apply wait on or synchronization modules to wait for elements. Question 5. What is the difference between classic and T-box engines in Tosca? Answer. Feature classic engine T-box engine. Row 1. Technology older, limited support newer, powerful and flexible. Row 2. Test steps manual test steps business-friendly test steps. Row 3. Reusability less highly reusable, drag-drop style. Row 4. Preferred for legacy tests all new test automation. Note. T-box is the default and recommended engine now. Question 6. How do you use test case design in Tosca? Answer. A. Create test sheets with parameters like username, password, expected result, etc. B. Define attributes and attribute values for variation. C. Use instances to generate combinations, data-driven testing. D. Link instances to test cases via templates to auto-generate variations. Question 7. How do you handle synchronization issues in Tosca? Answer. A. Use wait-on modules to wait for elements or specific conditions. B. Use retry on failure option in test configuration parameters. C. Use explicit delays only if needed, not recommended. D. Utilize event-based waits, example wait for text, window, or control. Question 8. How do you integrate Tosca with CI/CD tools like Jenkins? Answer. A. Install Tosca CI client on the agent. B. Use execution lists in Tosca and trigger them via Jenkins jobs. C. Use command line execution or Tosca REST API. D. Export results in JUnit or HTML for Jenkins reporting. E. Maintain test results using Tosca execution logs or reporting DB. Question 9. What is the role of execution lists in Tosca? Answer. A. Execution lists are used to execute and manage test runs. B. You can group test cases and define execution configurations. C. Execution logs and test results are stored for analysis. D. Can be triggered manually or integrated with CI/CD tools. Question 10. How do you report defects automatically from Tosca? Answer. A. Use Tosca's integration with defect management tools like Jira. B. When a test fails, configure Tosca to auto-create a defect in Jira with the logs. C. You can use execution lists properties to map to defect tools. Thanks for watching. Stay connected for more videos. Please like, share and subscribe.